What's up, everybody? Well, on the podcast now, I'm Alex, and here we go. Show number 3, and what is probably, at least honestly, going to be the best show of the group. Now, we've heard to temper and bring down the expectations a little bit, and that's okay. We can do that, right? But no, I really do think this show is going to be quite good, and I don't know. You have so many possibilities. Like the amount is quite literally higher than it's been in the past. So if you just show like a handful of any of the ones that I can think of, from Spyro to Xenamax to Ninja Gaiden to Fable, Gears, Perfect Dark, State of Decay. You give me like one or two of those. Elder Scrolls, Fallout. I mean, you have so many options that if you do literally just a handful of them, Hollow Knight, Persona 4, yeah, the list goes on. You know what I mean? So if we can just get a couple of them, I think that's probably better. I mean, Resident Evil 9 is quite big, and Summer Game Fest, had some, I think I counted like 17, 18 games that I was interested in from that. State of Play had its big games at times. So hopefully this show can do quite well. I'm excited for it. How's everybody doing? And are you guys ready for did anybody watch the Future Game Show yesterday? I saw some of the games. I saw the one of it reminded me of Banisher's Ghost of New Eden, and it comes out this fall or this summer. That's like a mix of Hellblade and God of War, and it reminded me of Banisher specifically. But then we had the Expanse RPG game, which is pretty cool. I'm not really a big Expanse guy at all, but that's a good studio that looks like a good game. So I'm pumped. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, give me likes. Thank you, Darren. Now make sure you like the video, like the stream if you do like it. Grace, what's going on? Hey, it's been a long time since we talked. I'm very excited about Jurassic World Evolution 3. Nice. Yeah, I played quite a bit of 1 at the time, and then 2 I got to, and then I never really played it all that much, but I'm pretty excited for 3. I think as long as I mean, it's got the date, right? I got to look at October. I've looked at August to kind of just like map it out in my head of like, how am I going to play all these games? September and October are their own battles, What's going on, Savs? Fallout Season 2 trailer. So I'd really prefer you do a Fallout game. I don't think they will. I honestly don't think they would do a show trailer. That's a Jeff Keighley kind of exclusive. Has PlayStation or Xbox ever done that? I don't think so. Nintendo did the specific Nintendo Direct for Mario Kart, Mario, like the movie. But that was okay because it was so, separated. Tomb Raider? Yeah, maybe. I wouldn't expect Tomb Raider, but potentially. Portal Player, what's going on? We are returning to Sydney's house and Stu's house as well. It's going to be abandoned board. Oh, wow. Spoilers. I'm mountain time. So I'm 1 hour past it. So it's 10 Pacific, 11 for me. I kind of would like to be Eastern for a thing like this. If I was Eastern, it would be 1 o'clock. So that'd be pretty sweet. But I will say, okay, I don't love that they're picking like such a weird time on a Sunday to do it, but I can appreciate it because this, I think, keeps the spirit of E3 more than anything. Literally the timing, because if you remember E3, there were shows Sundays, Sunday nights, just odd. It was like 8 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night Eastern. That's back when I was on Eastern time. There was just really, and remember the shows would be like back to back to back. Some days there'd be like 3 shows in a row. Bethesda used to go, right? So they would split it up. So like, I don't love this pick of a time like section, but I can appreciate that they're keeping E3 alive through the stupid picking, of dates and times. I like that a lot. Battlefield would be really nice to see. And if Battlefield's not shown here, which because of Call of Duty, that's probably unlikely you would show Battlefield, but not impossible. Then I guess EA is literally just going to do it on their own, and that's fine. I'll watch that. So last year's show, I believe, said it was 77 minutes, so just over an hour, and then they did the Call of Duty thing. This time, it's the Outer Worlds. If the Outer Worlds thing isn't too exciting, I'll stop it, the stream. If it's fine, then we'll do it. Free Willy I don't remember that. We won't get MCC on PS5 instead. It's a Halo 1 remake. I'm fine with that. Is there anything to even be watching these days? Yeah, these shows. I think it's going to be October. I think they'll just continue to flood. I want it to be November, so I'll jinx myself. I want it to be November, so I'll say October. And then hopefully they'll put it in November. November doesn't have, like, if you look at the calendar right now, September and October are filled. They're filled. You can't release more games there. And you still have Battlefield, Outer Worlds, Hollow Knight, which might be August, and August is already packed. So I would really like November to start getting filled. Crimson Desert is probably early December, but it leaked and then it didn't leak. So yeah. Anthony, what's up? Personal favorite announcement. I mean, Spyro. To be honest with you, like, if we're going all in, if we're going big, Spyro 4. No, I mean, I don't really consider it a spoiler. I was kind of kidding. I already said my hopes in the comments of your prediction video. Am I really hoping for a news on Plague Tale? Yep, we're getting that. There's no way. The trailer leaked and all that stuff. Look out for shadow drops. I wonder what they could shadow drop. Like a Hollow Knight shadow dropping would be maybe the greatest thing they've ever done. Like, period. So honestly, what else is there to shadow drop? He's like Ninja Gaiden is the fall. Oh, Ninja Gaiden. There's another one, Ninja Gaiden 4. Hopefully that's November and not like September, October. You can't shadow drop Ninja Gaiden. You can't do Outer Worlds. Fable, State of Decay, Perfect Dark, all later. Gears Reloaded is August, so you can't. Maybe you could shadow drop like a beta or like a multiplayer fun thing for Reloaded. That could happen. Because that would actually kind of be fun to just immediately be able to play Gears on PlayStation and other places, because I have both. There you go. Yeah, I mean, yeah, morning shows are great for the other parts of the world. Definitely. Hey, that's fine. Well, Scott, we'll talk about it in like a Scream thing. I want to keep this centralized to Xbox, but I will do Scream live streams, and we'll probably do it as we get closer to the trailer. We'll probably do it pretty often. We'll definitely do them like at least monthly. Yeah, the back-to-back shows. Really, honestly, the timing, having like 3 shows in a day, having a show, and then an hour later was another show down the streets. But, of course, for us, it was live streamed. That felt like E3. That's the feeling of E3. Bold prediction, they shadow drop Silk Song. We're kind of on the same page. That's true. Yeah, that's true. Rise of Hydra, not feeling confident. Good afternoon. What's up, Extreme 007? Nice. I like the profile picture. You got it to fit really nicely in there. Halo and Flight Sim PS5. Halo for sure, because we just kind of saw potentially. I personally think Black Flag is more realistic than the other stuff. There's not been any word on Spider-Man 3. They're too busy doing whatever they're doing with Wolverine, Getting spoiled with these shows recently. Yeah. The Plague Tale one, I didn't really want, I did want to. I'm not going to lie to you. I saw it and I said, I got to talk about it because I'm just so passionate about it. And I thought, okay, is this going to make people mad because I'm spoiling an early announcement? But to be fair to me, it was announced, it was 2 days that it's been up on Threads and they posted it. It's not like an insider said it and then we're saying it. So Plague Tale, I feel like, is fair game. Oh, really? I loved Sophie. I mean, Requiem is one of my favorite games, like, of the last 10 years. Like, it was my game of the year back in 2022. It'd still probably be a top 5 game of the last 3 years. So I will literally take anything Plague Tale. And I assume we're going to get a Plague Tale 3, whether it's Amicia or not. So I'm okay with them doing I will literally just take more. If this is them trying to branch out and really establish it as a franchise that could even do spin-offs, I'm gonna let them cook, So I'm totally fine with that. Oh, Final Fantasy, that's a good one. Yeah. They'll say Final Fantasy 16 and 7 Remake are on Xbox today and they're on Game Pass. that's pretty cool because that'll, get some people on remake and 16. Mike, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for stopping in. Final Fantasy 7 16. Yep. It's mainly Xbox. If you look at last year's show, it was like 80%, 75% Xbox. And then, they announced, I think, 4 or 5 third-party games last year. They did Assassin's Creed. They did Life is Strange. They did Dragon Age. And they did maybe 1 or 2 more. Mixtape. Well, Mixtape sees like the Game Pass thing, and then Expedition 33 Game Pass thing. As I said in yesterday's video, if you didn't watch, it's really broken down into 3 things. It's first-party games. It's games that have Game Pass attached to them. That's like 90% of the show. And then the last part is like random. Life is Strange, Assassin's Creed, Dragon Age. Those are the big 3 of last year I can think of. All 3 of those pretty big, for their own thing. And they are not Game Pass and they're not Microsoft. So that's the least. You're only going to get it. That's why when I've said Battlefield or what's the other ones we're kind of thinking of? Like Persona 4 Golden is a Game Pass one, right? So that ties into that. But I'm trying to think like, okay, third party. Like that's why I say Black Flag Remake, because I'm just thinking, okay, what's a third party game? No association to Game Pass whatsoever. I guess that's how you can get Tomb Raider and Rise of Hydra, like if you want to, but you're only going to get like 2 or 3, when you come up with these third party games that you want to be there. You are literally like Plague Tale would be the Game Pass one because it's probably going to be on Game Pass. So you only have games that are not Game Pass. You probably only have like less than a handful, So that's really how their shows operate. And it's not just last year. That's generally how it is. I think Square might. I actually think Square might. Clockwork Revolution. Yeah. I hope we find out it's coming out next year. Next year would be freaking stacked, Splinter Cell remake, Xbox. Well, all of those words, yep, that would happen. Marvel Iron Man, that's a good one. Odds we see Double Fine, probably pretty high. Pretty high. Oh, I don't know. The original PlayStation. I didn't play many of the original. I would like to see Crash Bash return. I'd like to see that. I'll give you that. That's an odd one for you. I hope Xbox is something good for us. They make a splash. I think they will. Rumors of RE9 gameplay? Question mark. I think we're gonna get gameplay at Gamescom. So probably right before then, like August, mid-August, we'll probably get that stuff. I didn't see anything about Schreier saying that, unless that's new. Did he say that in the last 24 hours? Because I'll get very sad. No, people are teasing that Silk Song is gonna happen. Oh no, it's misleading. The Schreier thing. What did he say? He could be hinting that it's not going to be there, but there's other people saying it is, so we'll see what happens. So, yeah. I don't know if she's a teenager, though, in that game. She doesn't look like a teenager. Far Cry 7? Nah. How do you like the new Train Sims 5 game? I wish they made a Sims 5 game. They were going to make a Sims 5 game, but then the next Xbox console will have 0 ports. No. You guys are insane. RE9 gameplay should be a game. It will be. Donkey Kong Country. I'm interested in that Donkey Kong Bonanza, but I don't know. $70 for a Donkey Kong game feels pretty steep to me. Kingdom Hearts 4, PlayStation 6. I think it'll come out on PS5 because I think it'll be 2027. Well, I don't think you're ever going to get Titanfall 3. I don't think you're ever going to get Crysis 4. Dead or Alive, maybe. Not here. And then Gears. So you'll get one. You'll get one. You're going to get Mind's Eye. Well, you let me know what you think. I've been very anti it the last month. So you let me know what you think. I'm not going to get it. But I'm excited to see reviews in the next couple of days. Kingdom Hearts will be after Remake Part 3. That's definitely possible. I think Spyro is possible. Zion, what's up? I've won so most of the games. No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't have that as your attitude, buddy. No. Because you think about it, Xbox has really dropped the. If you have, say, you have a PlayStation, I assume I don't think this puts it off limits to you at all. I think like if Spyro 4 gets announced, that's on PlayStation. Plague Tale, that's on PlayStation. Persona 4, that's on PlayStation. I imagine like 80% of these games are going to be on PlayStation. Halo will probably be on PlayStation. Gears of War Reloaded. I think E-Day is probably on PlayStation. Xbox really doesn't do 90% exclusivity anymore. So I feel like this is a show kind of for everybody, maybe more than PlayStation show was. No, yeah, I think it's 2026 for Golden. Or whatever, Persona 4 remake, whatever they call it. Spyro 4. I was thinking Battlefield 6. I've kind of pulled back on that one. So yeah. I personally don't think Battlefield 6 will be there. It's been 4 years since Double Fine's last game. It's definitely been enough time. I think Gamescom will be huge. I think so too. I hope so. Shadow Drop says people were kind of speculating. Maybe the Final Fantasies, right? Final Fantasies, or maybe they just say it's in like July, right? Like a month from now, like a very quick turnover. Again, like Silk Song would be like the greatest thing ever, but I don't think there's really not that much potential to Shadow Drop much, except for maybe the Final Fantasies. Imagine we actually got Spyro 4. It'd be awesome. Oh yeah, Silk Song I think is going to do quite well. That you'll see. Yeah, Gamescom kind of doubles down on a lot of the fall games. That's a big thing with Gamescom. But, I think having Resident Evil 9 there, that's already locked. I feel like that's a big, thing already. King Kong. Oh, that would be sweet. The 2005 King Kong movie was pretty good. Or movie game. Can't wait for Persona 7. Well, let's get Persona 6 first, shall we? Nah, the DEI thing, especially in Plague Tale. I don't buy that stuff. Plague Tale is freaking awesome. Plague Tale is amazing. I don't care. Female, male. In fact, females have led Plague Tale since the beginning. And those are, again, I think those are phenomenal games. I think Amicia is one of the better characters created in the last little while. Male or female, I don't care what you are. She's one of the best female characters and one of the best characters, period. Okay, let's see. We got to skip ahead. What can top RE9 from Xbox? Spyro for me would do it. Spyro, just because it's magnitudes of like what you're into, Some people have only been looking forward to Persona. Some people have only been looking forward to Spyro. I don't know. We'll see what they can do. I think if you did Elder Scrolls, okay, let's say that Elder Scrolls 6 would beat Resident Evil 9. I think that's pretty fair to say. FF9. I wouldn't expect that from Square. I think Final Fantasy is what Square's going to do here. Mind's Eye looks... I don't know. I've said my piece on Mind's Eye. You could either buy it or not buy it. I don't care. Revival, that would be a nice name. That'd be a nice name. Elder Scrolls 6 or we riot. Well, I've made a lot of videos on Expedition, but I encourage you to not watch them because some of them are spoiler. Happy birthday though tomorrow, as I won't be live. So early happy birthday to you. It is my game of the year, easily. It is one of the best games of the last 10 years. I'll just keep saying, my game of the years tend to be my favorite games, of the last 10 years. It's easily my game of the year, Expedition 33. I think it's going to end at least top 3 for the year for me, probably still be my game of the year. And yeah, and I think it's amazing. So I think you'll love it. Gears E-Day gameplay. I just want to see it. I don't want to set the expectation at gameplay, but I do want to see it. That'd be sweet. I don't know if we need to see Tony Hawk, but maybe. Well, the rumor originally was Black Flag was coming out in the fall, and then it got delayed to the spring, so it's not coming out in the fall. I don't think it's a predictable story at all. Are you serious? Expedition 33? I think there's signs and hints of what's going on. I think maybe you can predict some of it, but some of those twists at the end, the second act, the end of the second act, and the ends of the acts, I don't think you could have predicted. I would say that that's not true at all. They usually have some Game Pass shadow drops. Like I said, well, there you go. Final Fantasy. How upset were you when they announced Square Enix would be at Summer Game Fest, but no FF9 remake? I'm not that upset, to be honest with you. I think people are really attacking that spy game, which is kind of unnecessary. you know. All right, we got to skip because we got to get ready to go. Got to get Blade, Little Devil, Judas, Little Devil Inside, Beyond Good and Evil 2. Judas, I really want to see, man. Judas can be a game of the year. Marvel's Blade, I wouldn't expect it. Great Circle DLC, I think that's very possible. Xenomax, I know people want it. I don't really know. I know that there are doing the. I know the game chat thing is in the Switch too. I fired it up yesterday, but I haven't tried it, so I don't really know what makes it so special. Is it special? Because Switch has always been behind on pretty much anything, like conversational wise, or like communicating, social with their consoles. They've always been like 10 steps behind Xbox and PlayStation. So I don't know. Is that something that we need to copy? I don't know. Oh my god. Well, that's what VR I think is supposed to be, Scott. I did get the Switch too, yeah. I got it yesterday. I turned it on. I transferred all the data. As a console, I'm really liking it. I love the Joy-Cons so much, but like 10 times better. The console is so cool looking and bigger and better and all that stuff. I'm going to play Mario Kart today after I do the videos here. I'll do Mario Kart, and I'll let you know what I think about Mario Kart. We will be playing. I'll probably live stream Mario Kart. It'll probably be this Friday's live stream, to be honest with you. Oh yeah, your controller needs to be ready to rock, for Expedition. The Halo thing was a Halo 1 remake. That's what somebody else said. Man, I don't agree. But all right. How do you feel about the Switch 2? I like it. I like it a lot. As a console, I think it's super cool. Very happy with it. This is, well, no, Gamescom technically, but I mean, in this stretch, this is the last one. Yeah. New Call of Duty, how bad will it be? I actually like, no, I have very low expectations for COD. I liked the one we just got last year. I don't even remember its name. That's how much I don't really care, but I thought it was fun. I didn't think it was amazing. I thought it was a good time. I beat it in like 2 days, played the multiplayer. Cool. Move on. That's how I handle COD games, see and talk to each other. Oh, okay. I mean, I could see that. I mean, well, you could talk to each other right now on PlayStation or Xbox, so I guess it's the seeing part, right? That'd be interesting. I don't know if I would want. I honestly wouldn't use that. I like to just play games. I don't want people looking at me. So yeah, but I think people would maybe copy that. Forza Horizon 6, that would be a good one. I mean, come on, surprise appearance though. Let's get Spyro. Halo 1 remake. Can't wait for Red Redemption 3 and great. Oh, Red Dead. Oh, you got to give it like 6-7 years. It's gonna be a while. 007 will be at Gamescom. Well, they keep saying later that, yeah, I feel like Gamescom kind of makes sense. You have a lot of these companies saying like gameplay later in the summer, and then they're not doing it. But I mean, we just did start summer. Actually, we're not even in summer yet. So yeah. I think Xbox still just has that stigma of like it's not as exciting, even though that's not. I think the Xbox, I mean, hot take, I think the Xbox event has been the best show. Game Awards has its moments, but I mean, consistently, maybe the last 2-ish years, Xbox has done the best of anyone and easily done better than I think any PlayStation event that's happened. I think Xbox has crushed it. I think last year's Xbox event was the best show we've gotten in so long, like going back to maybe like 2016 at E3. Like that was such a great year. I think last year's Xbox was like the next best one besides that. That's my opinion on that one. What's going on, Brandon? Even that's okay. You don't have to be as I was saying earlier. I don't think you have to be an Xbox person anymore because I think a lot of these games are coming to PlayStation. I don't think they'll be there, buddy. What video games would you like to see in 3D? I would like an Uncharted 3D experience or like VR experience. I think that would actually be pretty cool. Spyro, Red Dead 3. Yeah, Red Dead. I think Red Dead 3 will be like 2032, 2033, somewhere in there. Nintendo. I believe Nintendo's doing that. Yes. Yeah, I mean, E3 had its bad moments, let's be real, but it also had its really amazing moments. All right, here we go. We're going to move it over. We're going to do the same thing. I'm going to strain my neck for just a second. Pop out chat. Okay, I can see the chat. Oh, it's kind of broken though. Yeah, that's weird. Okay. Let's go here. We'll go there. All right, we got to get the Xbox thing pulled up. Let's go. I'm excited. I'm pumped. You can tell by you can tell. Yeah, even the people that are like waiting on it right now, not a lot of people. Oh, it's because it's the Game Awards that's doing it. No, I want Xbox's Xbox. I like to watch it from the source. Well, actually, it's kind of the same thing. All right, so pull that up. Oh, gotta get rid of that. Okay, let's see how we're gonna do this. We do this, and then I think this is okay. I know maybe you guys want to see my face. I appreciate that, but we got to put the focus on the games, right? Games are more important. I'll turn the sound on later. Yeah, the Sean that was massive, right? Huge. And 2016 was also was that the PlayStation Experience one too? PlayStation Experience had like two really good ones. Maybe it was 2016, maybe it was 2018. They gotta do Bully. I agree. I mean, I would take Bully 2 before Red Dead 3, to be honest with you. The show should be about last year's show was 77 minutes, and then they did COD. So this year they're doing Outer Worlds, but I think it'll be like an hour 10, That's right. It's two people fishing. 2018. Yeah, I remember there was two big PlayStation experiences that were just really cool. That's true. No, that's actually, yeah. I think Xbox's shows, I think, have been legitimately better, and they just go for it. And PlayStation, yeah, I mean, PlayStation's got that market share. Most people, you look at the console sales and players and stuff, and I think just more people are playing on PlayStation. And then, yeah, there's always that hope that like, oh, they're going to show God of War or the next game from Bend or Blue Point or something. And then they're always let down or Wolverine or Spider-Man. I can get that. All right, we can go. That's true. Xbox is not afraid to show games that are like 5 years out. Out of 10, 8.5. I'm hoping for an 8.5. All right. Oh, starting with one of their own. Clockwork Revolution. Right? This is definitely Clockwork Revolution. Just think BioShock. Or this is the Outer Worlds. No, I'm pretty sure this is Clockwork.
Do you think I'd care that the colony is in disarray? We didn't come to Arcadia to get bogged down in pointless warfare. We came to spread freedom and liberate resources for profit. But this pesky Earth Directorate agent is mucking things up. They're not alone in doing so. And they think they can just choose how things play out. They could stop us from stealing the Protectorate's brainwashing technology, which we need to improve our market share. What if this stranger aligned with the Order and that world computer of theirs? That could be the key to closing the rifts that threaten the colonies. So, you see why this menace must be wiped from the face of existence. Or, better yet, brought to our side through the power of capitalism. Bye. Now, let's get out there and buy our way to victory!
But I'm also thinking it's Outer Worlds. It looks like Outer. It looks like Obsidian. And also, it's trying to do the comedy type thing, right? So.
My heart and
Outer Worlds.
every last bit of my way, every last bit that I'm paid, every last bit that I save is intended for you.
Yep. Okay. Outer Worlds. I just need the developer.
Although the cost may be high,
I like the money. I mean, that's
one day I know you'll be mine. Someday perhaps I'll own two. For now I'll take one that's brand new. 'Cause I'm yearning and burning.
Yeah, I like the weapons are freaking sick.
For you. For you.
An adventure made for capitalism by capitalism.
October 29th.
Inflate our impressions and
Didn't I say that?
egos
Didn't I
by
say it was going to be
staying tuned
October,
after
even
the
though I wanted
showcase.
November? Actually, no, I have to replay the first game. I didn't get very far in the first game. I didn't get very far. I want to give it another chance.
World premiere.
Oh, shoot. Okay, here we go. What do you got?
Babe, what's wrong?
I'm sorry. I've just been so depressed lately.
You know, it would fix everything. Humanzapro.
Oh, is this, what's this thing to do, the comedy game? Yeah, it's the comedy, well, I forget what the game is called. High on yeah. Or is it high on? Is it high on drugs or is it high on life? I think it's high on life.
Yeah, humans are barely sentient. Scientists have done studies, and their brains are like half the size of ours.
Yeah. Cool. I mean, the first game was fine. Oh, there's your PS5 right there. PS5 and an Xbox, and it was on Game Pass. First game was fine. Didn't love it. Didn't hate it. It was definitely
World premiere.
high on drugs. I mean, they are on drugs. That's Plague Tale, right? I'm thinking it's Plague Tale. Yeah, it's Plague Tale. Okay, sweet. You could tell from the first shot you have that aura. I'm just taking it in. I'm not even gonna comment. I should probably take it. I'm gonna get it immediately. Beautiful. PlayStation, PC, Xbox, Game Pass. Coming on Game Pass. You can see a theme, right? Everything's on Game Pass. Handheld? Yep. Yeah, it's third-party handheld. I'm not gonna. I mean, I shouldn't say I'm not gonna. I wasn't gonna get it. Let's see if they can sell it. I've been pretty good. I've been on it. I just forgot what High on Life name High on Life. But that me. Oh, don't do this. Don't show Hollow Knight. You have no right. Hollow Knight's kept on. Oh my god. Okay, you made that right? No time, man. Looks pretty fun. Okay, I mean, you're only showing Hollow Knight, so I'm gonna need to stop that. Yeah, this is super good. This is an Xbox. I hate that line, I hate the line, but I like it a lot. Nice. All right, now show.
At Xbox, we strive to put the player first.
Show Hollow Knight.
And that's what you've seen from us over the years. We've led the industry with backward compatibility. We championed crossplay and cross-progression. We deliver Game Pass, first on console, then on PC, and with cloud gaming. So what's next? How can we give you even more freedom, more choice, more ways to play? Our next step is to unify your gaming no matter where you buy or play. So we're building an Xbox experience designed for players, not locked to a single store or tied to one device. The Xbox Ally is an Xbox you can hold in your hands, bringing together the power of Xbox and the freedom of Windows. On this Xbox, you can play games across your entire library, including all the Windows PC game stores, from Xbox and Battle.net to Steam, GOG, and Ubisoft Connect. And the highly anticipated Hollow Knight Silksong will be available at launch and in Game Pass when the Ally releases later this year. In fact, every new game you see in today's show will be playable on the Xbox Ally.
So we need a date.
We have always wanted you to have the unique experience of Xbox on any screen. That's why we're investing in Xbox Play Anywhere. Whether you're playing on console, PC, smart TV, or any Windows handheld like the new Xbox Ally, the Xbox experience roams with you. Your library, progression, friends, and achievements. There are over 1,000 Xbox Play Anywhere games on Xbox today. And every new game you see in today's show, from our partners and our studios, is Xbox Play Anywhere. And because it's Xbox, you can always have access to Game Pass with a diverse lineup of games from the biggest franchises to critically acclaimed indie hits. This is the freedom we believe players should have. Any game, anywhere. And we are giving it our all every day to make this vision real. But it all comes back to the games. From Dead to Rights on the original Xbox to Armored Core 6, our relationship with Bandai Namco Entertainment has stood the test of time. We both believe in bringing amazing experiences to players around the world, and their next game does exactly that. From Rebel Wolf Studio, this is a story-rich action RPG steeped in dark fantasy that I can't wait for you to explore. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Okay, so they've teased Dawn of Bloodwalker, they've teased Hollow Knight, they just teased Dead to Rights. What are they doing? I guess that's our Hollow Knight for the show. I mean, cool. Hollow Knight's coming in.
Monsters have always been here.
Hollow Knight's coming in like November.
Watching from the shadows. And when we were at our weakest, they came out into the light.
Oh shoot, this is gameplay for Blood of Dawnwalker.
We feared for our lives. But we should have feared for our souls instead. The vampires didn't come to kill us. No, they came to rule.
I don't know if it's me or them, but there's like
Turn us into
brain rage
mindless,
issues going on.
docile cattle. Not me, though. They tried to change me into one of them. But I became something else instead.
Looks good though.
Their worst nightmare.
Little vampire.
A Dawnwalker. Trapped
really is.
between the two worlds. Fighting to even the score. Fighting to understand the evil behind it all. He is out there watching, seeping into you, growing.
And also, is it Game Pass? Or no? It's part of Xbox Play Anywhere, but that's it. Okay. Looked great. Definitely downgraded from like visually.
World premiere.
Alright, what do we got here? Super Meat Boy? Yeah, just Super Meat Boy, right? Just a different style. Oh, yes, please. Yep. I mean, like 3D. I mean, it still has some 2D for its charm. What would you call this? 25? Yep. Love it. These games are good.
Super Meat Boy 3D!
And it's on Game Pass. Oh, yes, please. Love it. Man, they've crushed it. Already, they've just so well. Super Meat Boy. Blood of Dawnwalker. Come on. What do we
Watch
got?
your back, Yakumo.
Ninja
You're a wanted criminal now.
I'll
Or
kill the
Platinum,
Dark
yeah.
Dragon myself.
Yeah, it is Ninja
It's my
Gaiden.
mission. My duty as a Raven Ninja.
Alright, we're gonna need to release this.
Breaking the Dark Dragon free has its consequences.
This is it.
Dude, technically,
Shiori.
Ryu,
But
there's
different
something
kind of
I need your help with.
I'm just thinking about Hollow Knight again. I can appreciate how they
The Dark Dragon is mine.
this looks great. I mean, I really don't have much to say other than I'm gonna get it. Another October game. On Game Pass. Man, September and October. I mean, are we gonna play anything in November, or is there just nothing in November? For Bethesda, what? Oh, okay. DLC going.
Here we go.
Good luck, Indy.
What are you doing, Jones? Are you crazy?
So this is just a trailer for me. I'm gonna need the DLC now. There we go.
This is where it starts. Beneath the streets of Rome. Enter the city of Antioch. Find a secret relic. Bring it back to the Holy See. Defend the secret. They worshipped the giants.
I don't really even care the setup. I just care that another thing is very good. And I'm ready. Another. Okay then. Some of these games that are massive, I guess I'm just gonna have to skip. Like, what are you supposed to do with this game?
World premiere.
はるか昔、この国に輪廻の獣が現れた。
Is this scale bound?
輪廻の獣は汚れを吐き、あらゆる生物を蝕んだ。
Game Freak. Looks very like I want it to black mist, and then it's kind of like version of it. Pretty cool.
西暦4026年、人類は滅亡を待つのみ。
Does the frame rate work? The game is probably pretty low. Looks pretty cool. I mean, that definitely looks cool.
封じ子エマ、お前こそが輪廻の獣を滅ぼす刃となる。
Man, another 2026. At least. Exactly. Yeah, prepare for it to be just the worst optimization possible. Okay, this
The glittering streets of Avalon
Clock.
sure do shine.
Wait, no, isn't this
Because they
Outer
strip their
Worlds again?
filth down to us.
Or is this Clockwork?
Who's for a paper?
Oh, this is Clockwork Revolution.
Here's to playing in the mud.
Yeah, in action battle. Okay, this is Clockwork. Let's
Life
see what
here
you
ain't
got,
for the soft-hearted.
You will be paying me back until you fucking rust.
It ain't for the spineless.
Keep your filthy pickers off me!
And it sure as shite ain't for the decent.
That's a clean sweep for what a...
There has been a crime! Justice itself has been affronted! I have been burgled!
Lord Griswick.
Burgled!
Yes, I got that part. Do you know anyone who might wish you ill? We can't arrest and question everyone. Let's see if we can narrow the suspects down a bit.
They were,
Trust your instincts, sir.
tall.
Yes, sir.
Built rather slim, well, muscular. Was very quick, agile.
Go on.
With a mustache. No, larger.
I see.
Quite fashionable. That's the fiend who robbed me.
They got my good side this time. Breaking in is the easy part.
Your brandy, sir.
Getting away with it is the real trick.
These candlesticks ain't gold. Worthless and dull, just like you. Nah, I have a customer. How can I help you?
I'd rather talk to you, Errol. Sounds like I'll get a better deal.
You talk to me first, and him never. Got it?
Uncle's a bit touchy, ain't he, Errol?
Touchy? I'll show you touchy.
Oh,
There. Anything else you'd care to say to Errol? Brains. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't have believed it.
Round here,
Jeez.
it's all sharp edges,
also
empty
bowling habit,
pockets,
by the way.
and blood on the cobbles. Goodbye, Silas.
No, no!
I'll hurt you, you fucking meatsack! I'll leave you with a pissing bed of pieces!
You'd either got a gang at your back, or a knife in it.
We're family here. Family takes care of its own.
Can't put a price on that, can you?
Them's in charge. They don't keep order.
That guy's wild.
They
and I
keep
like that.
power.
Take this thing into the crucible and melt it.
They just want us beaten, broken, and too scared to fight back.
I don't want to kill him.
That's why it pays to be clever and well-armed.
Man. This is gonna come out like March 3rd.
Let's go and end a few arguments. Don't get cocky. They've got a weapon far worse. Time. And if they can rewrite history, they can rewrite us.
Ooh.
But look who just found Mummy's keys. Now I can fiddle with time. Put the bullet back in the barrel. Bring the chaos to a crawl. Take a mistake and make it like it never happened. We can change the world as we know it. One choice at a time. And I can even go back and change the past. And change the future. And let me tell you, the hunters don't like it when the rabbits got the gun.
This seems out of exciting. Going a lot.
Now let me alone and piss off!
Coming in due time, but you just showed the whole game. It's not even coming next year. You're not even going to say 2020. See, that's...
Our creative teams are dedicated to bringing players award-winning, record-breaking, critically acclaimed games. Call of Duty, Black Ops 6 from Activision, Doom, The Dark Ages from Bethesda, Diablo 4, Vessel of Hatred from Blizzard, and Avowed from Xbox Game Studios. All of our teams across Xbox First Party are shipping their most played games ever, and they're also delivering more content than ever before. From original single-player experiences to vast online worlds, our teams are empowered to build the games they've always dreamed of. We want our players to have the choice and flexibility of where and how they play the games our teams make. So of course, our games will be available day one in Game Pass, And every new game we make for both Xbox consoles and PC will be Xbox Play Anywhere. On behalf of our creative teams, thank you. These experiences don't stop when you put down the controller.
Is this part
As you've seen in recent years, more and more of our characters, stories, and worlds are expanding to brand new audiences through TV and film. A Minecraft movie and the Fallout TV series broke records and brought millions of players into the game. We have more projects in the works as gaming continues to influence film and television like never before. When it comes to growing new franchises, Obsidian is having a year like no other. From launching a blockbuster new game like Avowed to the upcoming release of The Outer Worlds 2 this October. Obsidian is always delivering great games, and they have a third game launching this year. You'll get to go deeper on it in our Direct, but until then, let's take a look.
Wait, there's another game?
World premiere.
Is that Pentiment 2? All right, what do we got?
I told you, you can't run from me, you foul beast! With new flexible legs, the yoke girth action figure can ride anything!
I'm in.
Breaking news. There's been an explosion at Brook Hollow Park. Chaos descended on a ceremony commemorating the 2-year anniversary of when 4 teenagers were miniaturized against their will and left to fight for their survival in the backyard of a deranged scientist. Formerly evil company Ominent Practical Technologies was set to dedicate a statue of the 4 teenagers, fast food science robot Burgle, and Dr. Tully when an explosion erupted. Dr. Tully and the teenagers' current whereabouts are also unknown.
So it's a miniature thing? Is this like Grounded 2?
You gotta keep them separated.
Is this really like them? Or is it like lit? Get it. My life is really playing Grounded. Not as we speak. Yeah, last time. Yeah, wow. I thought they're still supporting the first game, so that's an Xbox right there. That was not on PlayStation or nothing. End of July. Wow.
The predecessor, ND3500, reached. Accessing predecessor's travel log. Attempting data salvage.
Yep. Oh, I nailed it. I nailed it.
An unprecedented orphan. It was in a state of suppressed recomposition.
It'll be October.
The behavior pattern of the orphans populating the area is highly unusual. They become exceptionally aggressive. Highly recommended to proceed with caution. They seem to act more consistently, in coordination. Destroying the nest is now a priority. Such is our calling.
Such is our calling.
Oh, wow. No date. Okay. So maybe like a November, December thing, which is fine. I will have some of that as well. Yes, please. I'll have what he's having. No Spyro. Good stuff to do it, like Gaiden. Audience. I'm not really into it, but my wife might be into it.
World premiere.
All right. What we got?
Mayday! Mayday! Code 1 to mission control. We're falling! Thomas, the ship's breaking apart. There's no time. Evacuate now! Thomas, come in!
There's no way to survive that one.
Thomas, wherever you are, I'll find you.
Wow. Okay, I don't really know what that. The European Space Agency? That's odd, all right. But coming next year with Game Pass. Wow. Neato.
World premiere.
Man, okay. We just keep going.
Welcome to England, Mr. David. I know this must be a shock, having never met your real father, but he left you this hotel in his will. It's been in your family for generations.
Some like detective
much
mystery
like the
game.
caretaker. He's a little eccentric. You'll see.
Let me welcome you to the Grand, a hotel famous across the land.
Every room used to be in such high demand.
The visuals are giving me something different than everything else that's happening.
Well, hello there. It looks like you're about to do some renovations. Would you like some help with that?
Whoa, wait a second. What is this? This is cool. Is this like Power Wash Sim, but like something even...
So, my father was renovating the hotel when he disappeared?
Not just the hotel. He was helping the entire village. You have his power tools. You know, you could pick up where he left off. You seem like a good man, like he was.
This is like the ultimate...
I'm in. They don't suspect a thing.
Just make sure the locals don't get wind of what you're really up to. Because if they find out, they will Wicker Man your ass.
You keep looking into things, and things are gonna start looking back. Don't make the same mistake your father made. In this place, the only one you can really trust is me.
This is weird. So, first I thought there are no ghosts at the Grand. That was, I think, too many genres trying to be like in one game. Because I thought it was like a cozy, like pick them up game, and then it became something else, and then the art style kind of reminded me something of different than the gameplay. That was, I think, trying a little too
There
many
are as
things.
many gods in the world as there are stars in the heavens, and when we need their help, they send us a hero. Who would have guessed the defender of my homeland could be my daughter?
She unlocked the heavenly spear. But is she worthy?
No. Some sort of RTS, though. Oh. Yeah, is this Age of Empires? Oh, Age of Knowledge. I think that's what I meant to say anyway. I don't think there's an Age of Empires. Age of Knowledge.
You can't rule if the heavenly spear is mine.
Neato, gang. Neato. Where is Starfield? That's right. EVR Studio. Doesn't ring a bell. Just show me the game.
주권 국가의 자주적 결정을 누가 허락하는가? 만약 이 결정이 패권 국가의 특정 정치 집단에 이익을 저해한다면 당신의 특정 행동이 대중의 의사결정에 영향을 미칠 수 있으며 반대로 누군가는 당신의 의사결정에 영향을 주려 한다는 것을 인지할 때 자신만의 온전한 입장을 세울 수 있지 않을까? 당신의 입장은 온전한 본인의 판단인가?
Okay. What is this?
그렇게 믿고 있거나 믿고 싶을 뿐.
This is like a Splinter Cell type of situation going on.
당신은 무엇 때문에 분노하는지?
I mean, at first this was like Splinter Cell, like just hell.
당신의 분노는 스스로 결정한 것입니다. 당신의 분노를 이용한다. 지정태!
Okay. That looked very different. Like, it looked like a mesh of The Last of Us, Splinter Cell, and The Division? Like, I was getting a little Division vibes there for a second, too, so... Ooh, man, I mean, I like the art style. That's all you really have. Oh wait, this is oh no, what's the game? I forget. Yeah, it's a sequel to it. What? Oh, what's this game called? Anybody remember this game? I didn't play much of this, but I liked the art. Yeah, I mean, like I said, we got this game came out. Because I remember this opening level. I remember that level. I just wasn't really used to it. These are my games. Maybe I'll give it another. Oh, right in the face. Give me the name now, because now I'm annoyed I can't remember it. Planet of Lana. Yeah, there's no way I would have been able to remember that one. Planet of Lana. But I do remember that game, and I just remember not being able to really connect with it much. Well, this one comes out everywhere. Look at that. Last gen, still, for some reason. 6 years in, I guess. We're going to still do that. Okay, another chance for Bethesda here. It's either Doom or Star... Oh, it's Fallout 76. I guess that was always a possibility. Oh, that's what the fishing was in the beginning.
Hello there. Beautiful day to relax by the old fishing hole, wouldn't you say? When it comes to fishing, Appalachia is a land aswim with opportunity. Yes, you'll find fish of all flavors in every walk of waterway, from its mightiest of rivers to its humblest of ponds. Just step up to the bank,
I did
cast your line, and when your bobber starts bobbing, reel in the rewards.
We need to capitalize on season 2, and they're gonna.
What do you got on there, Jed? Worms. And how are they biting today?
See for yourself.
Bagging the big fish starts with finding the right tools for the job. There are as many unique combinations of rods, reels, bobbers, and baits as there are fish in the sea.
I originally thought this was a bit, but
and when you've caught your fill, pop over to the local tackle shop to swap fish trails.
Announcement here. It's kind of odd.
Can you smell that? No matter what troubles plague the future wastelands of Appalachia, you can always find comfort in cozy little joys like this. You just got to know where to look. Vault Life is your ticket to easy living. Design and build your own little slice of paradise.
Okay.
A place to show off all the bits and bobs you collect in your travels. Got a green thumb? Plant your own peaceful vegetable garden. And nothing warms the heart like a neighborhood cookout. Community makes a wasteland a waste home. Join today, and tomorrow you'll be kicking back and sharing a meal with friends in beautiful Appalachia.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean they needed to do something. I don't know if you needed to do that, but I like
World
the skits.
premiere.
I like those skits. I can appreciate them. Well, they did say that Silk Song is coming out day one, like launch, with that rod unit. I guess probably November, like mid-November. Yeah, that's a good question. So far, they advertised Elder Scrolls Online, and like, play just one of those with a lot of time to play multiple years. I don't know how people do it. That looks fine, I wouldn't say. That comes out on PC first, and on Xbox. It has happened less and less. Bring it back.
World premiere.
All right, what do we got? No, but it's not. I like the art style. Definitely giving Trophy E5, but then it's like literally. Is this legal? Are they sure they want to do this after Pal World? Interesting. No, I don't think we're going to do this. And the Nemo? This is definitely not as good as last year. Like I think they're going more experimental, which I can appreciate.
Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I just want to say thanks to everyone for all the love and support we've seen since we announced Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 a few months ago. These games have changed my life. But more than that, I've seen them help spread a love and appreciation for skating all over the world. And that means everything to me and the team. I can't wait for you all to experience the game. It's been rebuilt with so much care and attention to detail, with some brand new parks, new music, new skaters, and more. And you can enjoy it all with your friends with up to 8 players in multiplayer. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 officially drops July 11th, and we have a lot more surprises to come. Check out the launch trailer now.
Sweet. Yeah, Tony Hawk freaking rock. I mean, him as a person and then the gameplay. Captured on PC, that's an odd one. I don't even think I played much of what they did 1 and 2. Like the original game, not the new one. I'm gonna have to go back. I love it when they do stuff like this. So, yeah.
Watch it, mate.
Yeah. Oh my god. That's pretty cool. I'm not going to say other than, oh my god, the Doom Slayer, what? Oh, now. Yeah, here you go, there's your shadow drop. And comes a switch. That. Well, I might have to fire that up.
World premiere.
Never played Spirit Error, but I like the art style. I do love side scrollers. It's one of my favorite genres. I will say, I like the art style. It's a little plain. Not a lot going on. I like what they're happening. Maybe like yeah, I definitely like the art style. Oh, it's a little hard. I think it's focused more on plates, which I guess is going to be to do stuff like this. I can appreciate it. I think it's a little plain what's going on in the background compared to a lot of the newer games in the genre, but I like the zoom ins and zoom outs and whatever the heck's going on with their neck at Fate's End. Okay, and it's Game Pass. I mean, look, you come out on Game Pass, odds are, I'm gonna check a lot of those out. Yeah, it was kind of flat, but I liked the art style. It was just, yeah, I guess flat. I called this. Finally, I got one. All right, let's tell us the data that they're today.
Look who decided to show up.
Looks really good.
You think you can still find your way back home, Phoenix?
Looks like they upgraded. Who knows you, baby? Let's do this.
This is going to be awesome.
One was a great start. 3, but 2, I think. 2 was amazing. That looked so good. I'm no surprise, not just a trailer. Okay, looks great. Honestly, looks better than I thought it was gonna look.
World premiere.
Well, that game came out during that gray era where you would do like Resistance and all that stuff looked gray. Persona 4. We're back. We are so back. Revival, whoever said that earlier nailed it, unless you got leaked. It's not even a safe. That was it? That was the trailer? I really thought we'd get more than that. I mean, you don't really need more. Because if it's just on a 4, golden again.
The Smugglers League is always there. But you won't see us. You won't hear us.
Oh, yeah.
And the only way you'd ever know it is if that's what we wanted. As smugglers, we deal in the goods others are afraid to handle. Guns, explosives.
And don't forget the rum.
It's a life of danger like no other. So
Yeah, no,
I guess
I
my
would
question
jump in.
is,
Don't
can
be
you
scared
handle
of Persona.
that?
Embrace it.
Getting your hands on gold is one thing, but you should know that this is what we're really after. The bigger the boom, the better. Smugglers need to be adaptable. It's more than moving under moonlight and shadows. You should be ready to take advantage of others' misfortune.
Honestly,
Stealing,
they
of course, is
probably
always
only
an
got
option.
about 10, 12 more minutes.
Just do whatever it takes to get the job done.
Now, we did get Persona, so, like, cut that off.
You are pirates, after all.
Welcome, my friends, to the Smugglers League. You're paying for that.
Grey's Anatomy.
World premiere.
Why'd they have to swear? Is it like epic?
This is ridiculous. Please, come on.
Dispatch? Yeah. Oh, Invincible. Oh my god.
No, Dad, not even close.
Oh wow. Who saw this coming?
I hoped you'd understand why I had to do this. Accept our rule or die.
I'd like to propose a third option.
All right, now here's the question. What kind of
Not
game
your
is
son
this?
anymore. I'm the guy who's going to throw you off this planet for good. I trusted you.
Yeah, it's a fighting game. Interesting. I think it's gonna be better play.
This is over.
Depends on how like.
All right, coming through.
Let's do this. Gotcha.
Going up. Need a hand? Might want to
Yeah,
look
next
up.
man, dude, is going right.
Yeah, how you like this? It's an army.
I am ending you. I see it all now.
All right. Woo! Did we know that it was a fighting? I thought people assumed it was going to be more like open world. Final Fantasy. This, by the way, is almost over. It's not shadow dropping. Okay, this is actually playing Reincarnation. I mean, this winter, wow. 16.
I'm here to even the odds.
Yep.
Any objections?
Know your place, little lamb. There's no one to save you now.
You will answer for what you've done!
The flames are our own, and they burn as one!
Come to me, Ifrit!
Valisthea cannot
Also coming in the winter, or is it now?
claim upon her being. But she may yet be saved by you.
Now, yeah. As soon as that available, you know they're gonna say today. Cool. So there's your stealth stuff. It's been out for years. All right,
World premiere.
I mean, we're nailing the things that we thought we were gonna get, kinda. Oh, Double Fine's game. He doesn't look like that. Ooh, okay. We play as the Rock. I can appreciate the games like this with the logic you made. Looks good. I like the art. Kind of puzzle-y. You got the bird and then you got the tower itself. Hey, I can respect that they're even allowed to do that. Oh my dude! That's an Xbox exclusive. October, though. I guess another October game. All right. October 17th. Nice.
Games like Psychonauts 2 showed how Double Fine excels at creating unique and innovative experiences.
Hello,
and
Bill.
Keeper is no exception. Looking ahead, next year marks 25 years of Xbox. It's a big milestone for the platform and franchises that you helped build and make popular.
Like Halo?
We couldn't have done this without everyone who's been with us on this journey. As we think about bringing a new generation of players to these iconic franchises, I'm excited to share that players will get to celebrate 25 years of Xbox with a new Fable, the next Forza, Gears of War E-Day, and the return of a classic that's been with us since the beginning. Today, you've seen an incredible range of games from creators across the globe. Creators like In Exile, reaching for new heights with Clockwork Revolution.
Maybe Halo?
Sluggerfly, making Team Meat's modern classic platformer into 3D. Square Enix, bringing more of the critically acclaimed Final Fantasy franchise to our players. And Team Ninja, returning to the beloved series they debuted on Xbox. you've also seen the next Xbox hardware release, our Xbox Ally handheld, which lets you bring your Xbox experience and your library with you anywhere. I hope you enjoyed the breadth and depth of the games, updates, and experiences that are coming to Xbox from our partners and our own creative teams. We're seeing more players on our platform and in our games than ever, thanks to all of you. We're proud of the creativity that Obsidian is delivering this year.
I don't think Clockwork Revolution
Immediately
really does
after
come out next year, which
Showcase,
is
our direct begins, where you'll go inside the studio for an extended look at The Outer Worlds 2 and Grounded 2. Thanks for joining us today. But before we get into the direct, we have a final world premiere. Enjoy.
Okay, it's. I assume it's Halo. I mean, I would like it to be Spyro.
World
but I'm gonna assume it's Halo. But it's world premiere. It's got a butterfly on it, so that's weird. Why does it have a butterfly on it? Think of games with butterflies.
Welcome to the Guild. We have been expecting you. Please, follow me.
Don't tell me this is...
You already
is
know us as a global tech leader. Our software, our systems, combined with our skilled team, is designed to save lives. Your years of service have shown you the importance of our work. Here, you'll witness the global scope of that mission in action.
Hey, it's Jesse.
Let me introduce you to our esteemed visionary.
Whatever else he does.
For too long, we have been bound by outdated systems, accepting limitations instead of redefining them. The Guild is safeguarding tomorrow now. We are pioneering the future of protection worldwide. Our advancements are designed to elevate everyday life, reshaping the future of technology on a global scale. I'm Emma Kagan, CEO of the Guild.
I think he wasn't supposed to touch that that glass. That was a bad idea. What is that?
Fear is a powerful thing. David Mason. Menendez.
That's pretty cool. I guess we should do that. Well, that was an odd one. That was an odd show because we didn't get... It was definitely a different scope than what we thought last time.
Welcome to Obsidian Entertainment. We here at the studio have joked around that this has been the year of Obsidian,
with Avowed releasing early this year and now ending the year with 2 more games. And what better way to cap this incredible year for us than by doing what our studio does best, sequels.
That's where I come in. You can get out of here, Fergus. Thank you so much. No, you're doing great. You nailed it. The sequel is the lifeblood of every great franchise. Think about it. The original creates the world and builds fandom, but the sequel, that's what makes it worth remembering. No sequel, no hoverboard. No sequel, no dual SMGs. No sequel, no raccoon tail. No sequel, no Zune 2. Which doesn't really exist, but I wish it had.
There was a Zune 2.
There was a Zune 2? I'm Mark, the head of sequels here at Obsidian, and I have sequelized everything. Blockbuster movies to AAA video games to my first marriage, so trust me, I know what I'm doing. Come along on this journey with me. Part 2.
I can appreciate it. That was fun.
Let the killing commence.
That was, okay, I mean, I'm struggling to see what was, Clockwork Revolution was a big bang. But when I think of that, okay, Matt, think of how long that was November, not really, that was not enough. That was definitely enough.
The Outer Worlds 2 is a sequel to The Outer Worlds 1. It's a continuation of the themes of robber barons in space and how people are controlled by the stories they're told by the people who have power over them. This time we're able to go a lot deeper because we have more time and money, which is a great thing, and we're able to make it a much more true Obsidian reactive RPG than we were the first time around. So we're going deeper and more complex with everything for this sequel.
I don't know.
Deeper story, lore, RPG interactions, reactivity, all the things we've been known for as a company. It's really a complete realization of everything people want from an Obsidian game. Surprisingly, this is the first time in over 25 years that I've had the chance to do a full sequel for a world that I helped co-create. It's really just a fantastic opportunity to explore and expand the universe in interesting ways, and to go even further with the themes of how people are affected by living in a dystopian corporate reality.
You can shoot your way through it, you can talk your way through it, you can sneak your way through it. And so no matter what kind of play style that you like, this is just an awesome franchise and an awesome game to jump into, even if it's your first one.
The first Outer Worlds was a great base to start from, as it has all the elements of a great Obsidian RPG. Interesting characters, deep worlds, important choices. In the Outer Worlds 2, not only did we want to double down on those elements, but we wanted to give players even more of it.
We've also put a lot of investment into skills and traits.
This year had
that
a lot
impact things like combat, conversations, and areas that we call RPG interactions, which are the part of the world where players can use their specific skills, perks, and backgrounds to solve problems in unique ways in our new, bigger worlds.
I love a deep RPG experience, and building out that RPG crunchiness for our players was at the forefront of what we set out to create. We prioritize those deeper RPG options with different character builds and combos so players can express their role-playing power fantasies.
I would say this was...
We also have different equipment options for different playstyles.
You know, it was
different
honestly,
companions with different abilities.
I thought it would be so much better, like kind of different scope. And the last state of play in Summer Game Fest, it was right with it. You know, it had its moments, kinda. It was probably the weakest of the
In the first Outer Worlds, you start off as the Stranger, which was basically a blank slate to build on top of with various attribute points that would begin to define your personal experience in the game. You can make any kind of character you want, but we've given you a role. That role is an Earth Directorate agent. You can think of them as kind of like space cowboys or space sky marshals. They're the good guys that go into places and kind of fix everything that's wrong. You're going to be one of those. But we don't tell you why you joined the Earth Directorate. There could have been a lot of different reasons, right? It could have been because you're an actual lawbringer and you want to go in there and spread law throughout the galaxy. It could be that you're a roustabout and you just had nothing better to do. After you pick your background, one of the really important choices you have next is choosing your traits. While we had attributes in the first Outer Worlds, we've leaned into traits for the Outer Worlds 2, which are these big changes to your character depending on which ones you pick.
Like really.
So it could be something like Brilliant, where you can tag extra skills and you start getting extra skill points. And that's obviously really great if that's how you want to build your character. You can also go and do something like Lucky, where you get extra critical chance, and you also get a lot of really cool options throughout the game as well.
More than other people did.
Of course, we brought back Dumb, so players love the Dumb option.
Tell me,
say Summer Game Fest, State of Play, Xbox. I think that would be the order from best to worst. Just because PlayStation had a couple things.
Quite what I meant, but I like your contempt for boundaries. I could put your adventure spirit to good use.
You get like lots of really cool, fun conversation options in the game, but we took that even further. And again, there's lots of elements in the game where you can be dumb and use that for something. Could be something as simple as banging on a machine to get it to work.
Turn off the direct so we can hear you. Okay, well, I guess we can do that. All right, is that better? So just to recap, we'll we can just do this. Stop screen. Okay. Yeah, so my opinion, I would say Summer Game Fest, State of Play, Xbox in that order. I think let me look so Summer Game Fest, nothing beat RE9, right? I think I wrote down those big ones at the State of Play. So State of Play had Pragmata. Yeah, see, I got to give it to State of Play over this because Clockwork Revolution was cool, but State of Play had Pragmata coming back. Silent Hill F got the release date. Final Fantasy Tactics was shown and the release date. Neo 3. We got the Bond thing. And the Marvel fighting game I thought was actually really cool. So those were the big things from State of Play. I don't really know what would match. Silent Hill F was probably... Silent Hill F and Bond were my two coolest things from the State of Play. For me, for myself personally, I don't really know what would have done that here. Clockwork Revolution is kind of like a tier, below it, right? At least for me. I could be Alex Mercer reincarnated. It's Spyro over. Yeah, that hurts. That hurt. I shouldn't have expected it. I guess I didn't. I kind of did, to be honest with you. I kind of wanted it really badly. But I guess I did always say it never really made sense because they've only been working on it a little while. That's right. Yeah, I mean, that's true, right? That was still easily the best showcase of the week. Really? I don't think so. I really don't think so. I think looking back at Summer Game Fest, I think I was a little too harsh on it because I think... I downloaded a lot of the trailers for Summer Game Fest. Let me just look at Summer Game Fest real fast. I actually think Summer Game Fest I think as a show, Summer Game Fest was not good. It was probably average, but there's no way for me to look at this, is there? But Summer Game Fest had, I think I counted 17 games, 17 Summer Game Fest games that I was honestly looking forward to. Best show of the season. Wow. Yeah, I don't think I agree. I actually think Summer Game Fest was better. I really do. I liked the handheld is cooler than I thought it would be, and I might have to pick it up. But besides a couple things, Ninja Gaiden getting a release date, continuing to fill the fall up was something that, I can appreciate. And see, so from me, it's not even just what wasn't shown, right? Because no State of Decay 3 is weird. Actually, we got none of the big ones, right? So I wanted at least one of State of Decay, Fable, Perfect Dark, Gears E-Day. We got 0 of those, okay? That's a big issue, I think, for Fable and State of Decay. Personally, those two games, I don't understand what's going on. Specifically State of Decay 3, because Phil didn't even mention that for next year. So State of Decay 3 is going to be an 8-year-long game, right? Contraband continues to be nowhere. It's not even those two, though. Hollow Knight getting a tease, again, is starting to just make me mad. Why do we have to keep doing this to Hollow Knight? We're using it as this dangling of a key, right? That's really what we're doing, is we're saying, okay, we know you care about Hollow Knight. None of us have a trailer. So Jeff's going to make a Deadpool joke about it. And then these guys are going to show it on the ROG, but it's not going to be you don't get any new info. So that's insulting. And then, yeah, Persona 4. I mean, look, Persona 4 Golden's amazing, right? And it's going to be an incredible game revival. But they didn't show it was 20. Yeah, like you said, it wasn't long enough. So it's not even just what wasn't shown, because that I think was kind of a big deal. But it was also some of the stuff they did show was just not enough. If they all came together to do one giant show, it actually would have been quite good, But I am going to go download me too. I'm going to play Tony Hawk. That's right. He was right. I think if you set your expectations lower, it wasn't bad. Tomb Raider. Well, like I said, I never really expected Tomb Raider here. Yeah, I don't know. Like, how much you want to read into what Phil said, right? Because if you really read into it, then none of those games are coming out next year. But, like, I don't know. Gears of War E-Day, I thought was closer, but maybe those people were lying to us. Show Halo, yeah. I thought for a second it was Half-Life 3. Well, you know, people did say Silksong connected to Nintendo. Silksong was announced at a Nintendo event, but then we saw it again, I believe, at an Xbox event, and that's where it was said that it was going to be on Game Pass. So, it is connected to Xbox, and you saw it. It's the only game they had running on the handheld. So, like, clearly there's something going on between Xbox and Team Cherry. So, I think it made sense to show it here. Solo leveling. Was that Japanese Division, Last of Us, Splinter Cell looking game? That looked pretty cool. Yeah, there's only a few. Grounded is not coming to PlayStation, and Double Fine's game, Keepers, is not coming to PlayStation either. No, I wouldn't. I would never think there's a Prototype 3. I don't know why you would think that. You could play any. They're anthology. You could play any Persona game. Yeah. Prototype and Infamous. Well, yeah, but I mean, I don't know. Is this the time why Infamous was never going to get shown here, and then Prototype is probably never going to get shown here, so I don't know. I don't know about COD. The yearly thing worked. Yeah, I mean, the COD thing doesn't move I can't move the needle backwards for COD because I don't care, and I can't move it forward for COD because I don't care, you know? Yeah, it was an interesting one. Will you stream the PC showcase? No, but I will, I'll keep an eye on it. We'll maybe do a video or something on it. And see, I'll give you another example because I was thinking, all right, Directive 8020, because you got me thinking about the future game show. Chronos looked pretty cool, but that wasn't the longest trailer in the world, and it's coming in the fall, but no date, which is okay, I guess, like November, right? But so, I mean, we got stuff. We definitely got stuff. More games here than I was interested in Summer Game Fest personally. That's fair. It's really just what you're into. You know what I mean? It's which is what I was saying all along, right? Like for me, taking a few steps back and looking at Summer Game Fest, like at the individual games, I was pretty hyped for actually quite a few of them. Like, and because I went back and I looked at them, and I was like, all right, I think I was too hard on Summer Game Fest. For this, maybe I'll have to go back because there was okay. Like the Double Fine game's cool. Ninja Gaiden's cool. Some of the games for next year are cool. Invincible game did look good. Invincible game. I like the art style of that. Looked pretty cool. 2026, right? What game got you excited at the showcase? I mean, I'm pretty into Ninja Gaiden, so that was fun. I'd have to go back and remember. I mean, Clockwork Revolution, I'm a big fan. I really liked BioShock Infinite, and I like the time thing that they focused a lot on the story, the choices, which those were cool. That villain shark guy who was pretty cool. The time thing and the weapons, and the weapons of Clockwork Revolution look pretty freaking cool. So they should, but honestly, again, my excitement was dampered a little bit. Is that a word? I'm not as excited because they show so much, and it's all right, cool. Then they don't even say it's coming next year. They say it's coming in due time, which actually I feel is telling you, hey, it's not coming for a while. So that doesn't even feel right that they did that. And then, when Phil's talking about next year, I think he's teasing Halo Remake. It's that would have been nice to see here. But then probably Clockwork Revolution is not even coming next year. So yeah, that one just kind of hurt. I don't know. Yeah, well, I mean, Spyro fans always jump from event to event, to be honest. Yeah, Gamescom could be pretty cool. Alive as the fan base is. Yeah, no, I understand that. I just don't know if this is is the Xbox event the right time to get mad, But you're right. And I love both franchises, but Ghost of Yotei Direct, I'm going to say, is late July. If it was early July, I think we would have gotten the date at the State of Play. So I'm going to say late July. Plague Tale. Oh, Plague Tale. Yeah, okay, so like Plague Tale is probably the coolest thing. The issue is, it was leaked and I already covered it. So like to me that wasn't new, but yes, that's probably my number one. That's probably my number one thing because Plague Tale is amazing. I'm not hyped for it's just not the same game it was back in the day. Yeah, I mean, well, there are some people that play it like nonstop. I don't really care. I haven't cared about COD too much in a long time. Yeah. Not only was it no release date, but also it's probably 2027, which is kind of odd. High on Life, I think they always talked about did pretty well. I never really thought about a sequel, but the first game was fine. Like I think some people liked it more than me. I don't really think a sequel, again, moves the needle too much to me. And Grounded's just not really a game I'm into, but my wife has played it. So I think we see The Last Ronin first of those two. I thought it was an awesome showcase. Very positive. Very positive. The Don't Nod game, I think, is actually probably my top five things maybe they showed here. I like the idea of that. I hope it works. We've seen it, that one's tough because, I want to support it, gonna support it. And then you see what happened to like Banishers, which is to me one of the better games of the last generation. And then nobody bought it, like a pathetically low amount of people. So that was upsetting. So I assume this game is going to suffer a similar fate. I have not played it yet. There's been a lot going on. Oh, is she really? That's sweet. That's sweet. A lot of interesting games since state. Yeah. Again, okay, here's something to be very clear on. You take all three shows and you just look at the games, like very solid. In fact, better than solid. And that's kind of how I want to do it. Like looking back, and I think I've said this before, even with Summer Game Fest, like 2 weeks from now, a month from now, I'm going to think of this entire week. You know what I mean? Yes, when we talk about the next Xbox showcase, I'm going to say, okay, we got to think about the last couple and, how it all went down, comparing it, right? But like right now, looking at the week, it's like, I'm just going to take all these games that I'm excited for. And that's what, like from this show, I'm taking Ninja Gaiden's release date. I'm taking that Double Fine game, right? I'm just taking the demo for Tony Hawk, right? Like Final Fantasy being on Xbox, that doesn't do anything for me. I've played both of them, right? So I'm just taking the stuff that I care about and like I'll just leave the shows in the dust and I'll bring the shows back up when we talk about the next show, right? To compare them. But really, I just want to take the games we got. And I think as a whole, like these three events, none of them were spectacular. We didn't get like a super amazing, none of these events, none of them were like, this is like an S tier event. Like last year's Xbox show was an S tier event. And some game awards have been like that. But whatever, we got a lot of games that are going to come out. We got a lot of games to play. Really? Oh, yeah. See, I think it's just who liked what. I wasn't too into. I thought it was fine. The first High on Life. Yeah. The Personas. The way they showed Persona 4 made it seem like it's not next year, and they also didn't give the year, so that kind of hurts. And agreed. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. I'm excited for Clockwork Revolution. Dispatch. I think the release date's going to be given at the PC show later today. They're going. They said they're going to be there. So one of the new games that Bethesda had with a new game that looked like Starfield looked better. See, I forgot what that was. I don't know. I don't think you take too many lessons from this Xbox showcase. I think it was right in line with the other ones, with the State of Play and Summer Game Fest. I don't think this was like wildly better than any of those. You definitely take notes last year. Like you mark last year's Xbox showcase in the history books of like when you have 50 games. I think it was like 27. When you have 27 games to show, this is how you do it. That's you mark that down. I don't really think this one. Like Indiana Jones, that's another one that that DLC doesn't really do much, or the trailer doesn't do much. Like cool that it got announced. I'll take that date, I'll run with it, I'll play it. But the trailer itself, I mean, that's not. Well, no, Hollow Knight's coming out in the fall, and then Wolf Among Us 2, I think maybe is never going to come out. Blood of Dawnwalker saved the show. That looked good. That actually was a pretty good early part of the show that I kind of forgot about. That definitely looked good. Little vampire mixed with other stuff. This week has basically been E3. This week was kind of like the normal, like run of the mill E3. It wasn't like the best. Like E3 had a couple really, really good ones. It had a lot of like fine ones, and this is what this week reminds me of. Yeah, Gamescom's pretty big. I don't know if it's the biggest. Well, I think in terms of sheer numbers, yeah, it's literally the biggest. I think Game Awards is, in terms of announcements, Game Awards is the biggest. But Gamescom should have, just like I said earlier, Gamescom just having Resident Evil 9, I think alone is like, all right, that's fine. Wolfenstein 3 one day, maybe. Perhaps I shaded the state of play too harshly. Like I said, I think they're all in the same category. Plague Tale. Plus, there are no rats. I don't know if the rats. I guess the rats are kind of important to Plague Tale, right? I don't know. I mean, they'll be on Game Pass. You hope that they've made a good deal with Xbox where they can get some money up front, right? Like, I don't know. I'm not really worried about. I don't think the future of Plague Tale rests on this Resonance game. You know what I mean? I wish they dropped the price for that. That's true. They didn't even drop the price for it. Yeah. I might play the Lies of P, especially with the easy mode for a simpleton like me. I might. I wouldn't expect me to cover it anytime soon, but maybe like a Back to the Past thing. But I would like to play it, definitely. No Spyro 4. You're telling me. Look what I wore. So I was ready. I mean, I don't have a Spyro shirt, so this is the best I had. The handheld. The price, though. Well, was there a price that was announced maybe on social media that we didn't see? The handheld looks very cool, and having Steam and as somebody pointed out earlier in the chat, technically now that is like that's the console that can play PlayStation games, right? Because when Spider-Man comes to PC, now you can play it on that. Now that's not a console. It's a handheld console. Do you want to consider a handheld console a console? I think you have to separate them, because is a PS Vita a console? It's a handheld console. The Spyro 4 rumors were not true. You can take that out on Xtus 1S. Exactly. I think they were all 6 to 7s. I think I would rate them all in that category. Persona 4 Revival looking good. Was amazing. It was great to see it was real, but we needed to see more, I think. They did not show Fable. Game Awards, too much Summer Game Fest. Like Game Awards, I think, has the quantity of Summer Game Fest, but it's got the bigger reveals. Game Awards, and I mean, I like the music. Like I look back at when they did Death Stranding back 6 years ago. That the performance, Herald of Darkness, of course, right? Like I like that stuff a lot. Where did I get this shirt? I don't know. My wife bought it for me. It's really nice. I think I have 2 Crash shirts. I think State of Play in September is where Saros would be. That's true. The Spyro one is definitely something we should have taken with a grain of salt. Then I very much appreciated Sekiro. It was too hard. It was too hard for me. That was also, if you know my history that I've said, I won't bore you. That was 2019, right? So 2020 is when I decided that I'm going to actually start beating games. So Sekiro fell before that era of my life. So I have thought probably monthly about getting Sekiro, buying it physically, and going back in. I highly respect the game. I think I would do better with that game now that I've played like other games like it, like Stellar Blade and other stuff. So yeah, I want to go back to Sekiro. I got nothing but respect for Sekiro. But I have not played much of it. But I bought it physically. I had it, and then I think I traded it. I'm not really worried for Perfect Dark. I'm just kind of confused, I'm just kind of confused. Yeah. I will say, to PlayStation's credit, well, PlayStation's credit and not their credit. Number one, they screwed themselves over with the live service stuff, right? They wasted years and they wasted studios. So they wasted they probably could have had 4 to 5 other games, come out by now just because of the live service thing. So that's on them. That's on Jim Ryan and whoever else, okay? To be fair, though, they do not have the money that Xbox has. So when Xbox has like 50 studios and PlayStation has like 16 or whatever it is, you cannot possibly compete with the sheer number, the quantity, right? You got to focus on the quality, which I think, they've tried. But that's literally it. Like Xbox has bought Bethesda, Activision, Blizzard. I mean, they got a lot of studios. PlayStation has closed studios in the last 5, 6, 7 years versus, they got Bungie, but then they closed Japan studio and all that stuff. So in terms of sheer numbers, PlayStation is playing from behind. And it's literally their market value, all that kind of stuff. There's nothing really they can do about that. They just got to focus on what they're good at. And they got away from that because of the live service stuff. Yeah. I would say the 2 showcase, like the 2021 PlayStation showcase was really good. I think that June showcase, June and September of 2020, they did Pragmata, they did Horizon, I think. They teased God of War was 2021. Hogwarts Legacy was September of 2020. They had a string of like 3 really good showcases back then. They didn't show Elder Scrolls 6. The last was, or the Wolf Among Us 2 was not shown. I don't think Sony confirmed that. And I guarantee you none of these games are coming out around that, about GTA 6. I'm going to try. I think it's August 19th. It's a Tuesday. We'll see. Can't promise it, though. We need a PS5 showcase in September. We do. And we're going to get a State of Play instead. Oh, I keep forgetting about Death Stranding 2. No, I'm not going to stream it, but I will cover it tomorrow. Whatever. If they show anything that starting this week, I'm going to start doing Death Stranding 2 theories, maybe like every other day, every third day. I want to talk a couple things about Death Stranding 2 because I'm very, very excited for it. So, yeah. But whatever they show today, if it's impactful, like I would have covered the trailer that they did 2 days ago, but it wasn't. Like, I'm really looking at the lore. I'm trying to take it in. They cut out the important part of that cutscene. So like, you just got their names, Neil and Lucy, or at least Neil. So yeah, like it needs to be something big for me to get into it. Yeah. Well, you have higher than most expectations. Outer Worlds 2 is $80. No. Is it really? Well, it's on Game Pass, so that's rough. Well, Xbox did say they're raising their prices, didn't they? So that's just really great. Yeah. Hope we can customize series armor and hairstyle. Well, that's a while away, but I would assume you'd be able to. My review of Mafia 1. I thought I really loved Mafia 1 and 2. I don't remember. I know I didn't like Mafia 3, but Mafia 1 I thought I really liked. Well, I'll tell you this. Jason, are you subscribed to Podcast Now Back to the Past? Because in about 2 weeks, I'm going to be playing Mafia 1, 2, and 3, and I'll be doing retrospectives on all. It's a brand new announcement. I'm going to be doing retrospectives on Mafia 1, 2, and 3 right before leading into the Old Country. So I will tell you my 2025 new opinion on them very, very soon. So stay tuned to that. Podcast Now Back to the Past. Now, I'll cover Mafia, the Old Country here, but Back to the Past will have the older games. Oh, there's no way. There's no way that would ever happen, but that would be something. It did start off great. It did start off actually really good. Yeah, the Black Myth thing was like, let's get this out early before the showcase for some reason. Well, yeah, I would say that's true. That's fair. What I will say is, can we just spread them out just a little bit, Because I think September and October already had it was settled. So yeah, I am happy we're getting them now. I would also take 2026. So many games are coming out next year too. But can I look at a calendar? I don't know how fast Wikipedia updates their calendar, because I'm now very certain that September and October are actually just too much. Now, okay, to be fair, and by the way, when I complain, I'm complaining for myself. Most people don't have this issue. it's because I try to play all of these games, right? Because I'm interested in all of these games. Most people are going to pick like a game a month, if that. That's actually probably too extreme. So it's tough for me because I think like many of I'm looking at the schedule right now. A lot of these games are going to come out like 2 days apart, and that's impossible for me to play them all. But for most people, you're just going to pick what you're into, right? I don't know how fast people have updated. No, I mean, like, even right now, though, September, like, you look at the end of September, Borderlands 4 is the 12th. That Toa and the Guardians of the Sacred Tree that was at Summer Game Fest is the 19th. Marathon is the 23rd. Oh, Trails in the Sky first chapter is also the 19th. Okay, so the 19th, right, is that Toa game that looked actually really cool. Trails in the Sky. Marathon is 4 days later. Now I'm going to skip Marathon, so that doesn't really bother me. 25th is Silent Hill F and Sonic Crossroads. And then the 30th is Final Fantasy Tactics. And I'm pretty sure more games just got announced at... When does Indiana Jones... Was that September? I feel like that was September. I don't think it has updated yet. And then October is not fair. Directive 8020 comes out the same day as Ghost of Yotei. Digimon comes out the day after. So you got 3 games in 2 days. Pokemon's the 16th. 5 days later is Jurassic World Evolution 3. I guess it's not that... Well, I think October actually needs to be filled the second half. I really think August to the middle of October is like stacked. And then there's really not too much in like November. Like, I guess November is Hollow Knight. While it's taken forever, I think we're going to have a whole month to play. I think everybody's going to move out of Hollow Knight's way, you know? Yeah. I mean, it could be. It could be to go after. But see, they're going to raise the Game Pass prices too. Like, that's definitely going to happen. I agree. I can appreciate, I can very much respect Don't Nod really just trying. And I think there's like, it's tough because they are failing. They're failing in terms of like people are just not supporting these games. But I think they're succeeding in their quality. I think they're freaking nailing it. And I think they're doing a lot of good stuff to prove, hey, we can do Life is Strange, we can do Lost Records, but we can also do Banishers, we can do this, Just Sans, we can do that. I think they've proven it to themselves and to me. But I think to people buying their games, they have obviously they've not proven it. I like the handheld. I like the handheld. People were saying about the price, and I don't know, is there a price that's actually out for it? Because it looked really cool. They looked really cool. I don't know. There's like a fight between Oblivion Remaster and Skyrim all of a sudden, you know? Oh, what's going on? Yes, thank you. Thank you. You caught it at the tail end. I'm actually going to get off in just a few minutes. But no, I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. I really don't understand how there are folks who can support Xbox. Well, I mean, what's support mean? Buy it? People support everything, you know? I'm waiting on that. Not like I don't want it to be true. Like, I'm waiting to see, does Final Fantasy get a massive uptick in sales, specifically sales, due to it being on Xbox? Like you said, if it doesn't, then that does hurt. And I've always said that. I've always said, like, I don't really buy the whole it got just. I think it should just, like, at the very least, you come out on PlayStation and PC, right? And then if you want to do Switch 2, Xbox, whatever. But definitely PC. There's a lot of PC players that were waiting for Final Fantasy, you know? Being a Halo fan is depressing. That's right. They're going to be probably like 200 gigs. I don't know. Yeah. Ubisoft is going to have to, I guess, gear up with State of Play. Or, you know what? Isn't Ubisoft going to be at this PC thing? I don't think they would announce something that big there, but maybe. Star Wars Eclipse, yeah. All right, guys. Well, hey, I'll monitor the PC gaming show. I think it starts very, very soon. So I'll monitor it. If something happens, we'll cover it, and we'll do a couple videos today. But besides that, woo, pat yourself on the back. We made it through the week. I'll pat myself on my back. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching all of the live streams if you have. And yeah, videos today. Tomorrow we'll do Death Stranding stuff and etc., etc. Okay? Thank you guys for being here. Have a great Sunday, and I'll see you all on the next one.